Okay, here we are asked to implement this function. Okay, we write a MATLAB M file or MATLAB function to implement this function. Okay, here input the function x is x and output is y. Okay, even though they say the output here is y, they mean this I chose is to be the name of the function because they will later ask us to call y negative 1.5 and y5. Okay, so my function I choose to look like this function c equals where I store the output, function name y and the input variable x. Okay, so then in here here C I have to store the output value, so this equation I write it like this. Okay, you can choose output variable to be y and function name to something else, but you have to call it by the function name then. Okay, also they ask us to allow vector inputs. Okay, vector inputs. Okay, so that means we should be able to do element by element operation. Okay, so to avoid to allow element by element operations, here I have to use a dot. Okay, here, otherwise when it's cubing the matrix it will not do element wise. Okay, so here I have to use a dot, but here this multiplication, okay, because here I am multiplied by a scalar. When you multiply by vector by a scalar, anyway you multiply element wise. Okay, so here it doesn't matter. Okay, again here I use dot. Okay, because this one otherwise it will be try to do a matrix multiplication again. Okay, here a dot and here a dot. Okay, to allow vector operations. Okay, මේකේ මේ ෆන්ක්ෂන් එකේ නම y කියලා ගත්තේ මම ඒකෙන් හින්දා output variable එකට c කියලා තෝරගත්තා. okay, මොකද මේකේ yx කියලා අපි call කරන හින්දා. අනිත් එක තමයි මේක මේ vector operations තියනකොට මේ dot එක මම මෙතන dot එකක් දානවා, ආයි මෙතන dot එකක් දැම්මා. ඒවා නැත්තම් matrix operations වෙන හින්දා මේ තැන් තුනේම. එතකොට element wise element වැඩි කරනවා යා. මේ scale එකකින් vector එකක් වැඩි කරද්දී ඒක ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ. කොහොමත් element wise කරන හින්දා එතන dot දාන්න ඕනේ නෑ. එතනයි මෙතනයි. හැබැයි මේ තැන් දෙකේ dots දාන්න ඕන. මේක ගැන මම කලින් වීඩියෝ එකක කතා කරා. okay, now part A, they ask to calculate the function at negative 1.5 and 5. So we can simply use the command line and call the function using y. That's why I named it by y. Okay, A5. Now we have to plot this function. Okay, so to plot this function I'll use the linspace command to generate x. So if you look at linspace, this x1 x2 n generate n equal spaces point, okay, between x1 and xn. okay, so I will go here, I will create my x vector first. I will use linspace, okay, because I want them to be equally spaced. They ask us to put from negative 2 to 6, no, x negative 2 to 6. Okay, so here I go negative 2 to 6. Now here I have to pick the number of points. Okay, if you pick more points you will get a smoother graphs. Okay, so use some large number of points. You can always increase the points if your graph does not look smooth enough. Here I go 600 points. Okay, I put a semicolon because I am not going to show the a vector x. Okay, when I do this it will create a vector x. Okay, next I have to do plot, or before plotting I have to do what, c, I have to call the function and pass the vector x here. Okay, it will return a vector c. Okay, each value of vector x, it will return the y value. Okay, now I do plot x c. Okay, it will draw the graph. I can enlarge it little bit. Okay, the graph look like this. Okay, here if you want to see the x, in case x is a vector like this. Okay, so to each input vector c contain the output. Okay, vector c is also a vector, it contains the output to each x value. Okay, so you plot two x's against each other, x and c, you get the graph of the function y. Okay,